Good day. I am Dr. Manoj Chandra Mathur, Senior Consultant Glaucomatologist practicing at Swaroop Eye Center and Medivision at Hyderabad. I shall be speaking in brief about glaucoma today. Glaucoma is defined as a sneak thief of sight. It involves progressive damage of ganglion cells of the optic disc in a gradual manner. There is an estimated 70 million people worldwide and is the second leading cause of blindness. The problem with this disease is that it is mainly asymptomatic and the patient does not know about the problem until about 40% of the damage has taken place, and also this disease remains undetected in as much as about 90% of the Indian population. Hence, the need for creating awareness in the community to facilitate the chances of an early detection. Glaucoma is a disease where we cannot reverse the lost sight. The aim is to minimize further loss of vision. In glaucoma, there is loss of nerve cells due to either increased intraocular pressure or due to less blood supply, leading to lack of oxygen, resulting in the loss of nerve cells. Now, what are the risk factors? Rather, who is at risk of developing glaucoma? If you say yes to any of the following, age about 40 years, you should get your IOP recorded as a baseline whenever you are going for your routine eye check. If you have a family history of glaucoma, my cutoff for a family history is at the age of 30 years. You need to record your intraocular pressure and get yourself screened for glaucoma. If you are a diabetic or a hypertensive, it is an associated risk factor. That means if you are diabetic or hypertensive, it is better to screen for glaucoma. That doesn't mean every diabetic or every hypertensive gets glaucoma. If you have hypo or hyperthyroid condition, any thyroid disorder is a risk factor for glaucoma. If your near vision is frequently changing, that means at the age of 40 years you get presbyopia. That means you get reading glasses. If your reading glasses are undergoing a constant change or a frequent change, then you are likely to be getting glaucoma. If you have any history of injury, more specifically blunt injury in the past, you need to get yourself screened for glaucoma. And last but not least, the most important, any history of long-term use of steroids. Steroids can be both tablets or it can be even inhalers or even skin ointments for any allergic disorders that you may need to take steroids in any form over a long-term period. You are likely to get a steroid-induced glaucoma. The diagnosis of glaucoma revolves around establishment of structural defects seen on examination and investigation and correlating it with the functional test. For structural detection, we do an indirect 90-day ophthalmoscopy, and to establish it, we may opt for a scan called as an OCT. For further correlation, we need to do a visual field test. Hence, intraocular pressure, 90-day disc evaluation, and visual field form the basic triangle for the diagnosis of glaucoma. OCT establishes further correlation, and another investigation known as gonioscopy to classify the disease as open or closed angle completes the workup of glaucoma. The treatment of glaucoma mainly requires control of intraocular pressure by medication. Alternately, we may need to adopt a laser treatment in certain situations. In uncontrolled cases, we may need to do a surgical procedure. The suspicion or diagnosis of glaucoma leads to anxiety for the patient. What is mandatory is to carefully follow the doctor's instructions and medications. We do have medicines and procedures to manage glaucoma and prevent further blindness. Glaucoma should not be treated as a disease but as a way of life. Thank you very much.